Okay, so following on from the last video, we made the verse for Sad by Chico Rose, and this is what we came up with.
Someone that's afraid to let go. You decide if you're ever gonna let me know. Suicide if you ever try to let go. I'm sad, I know. I'm sad, I know. That you're afraid to know. Decide if you ever go. That you're afraid to know. Decide if you ever go.
So now it's missing a massive drop, which is what we're going to do today. So straight off the bat, I've grabbed a CAR MUSIC Vol.4 kick, and this one here was tight for the song. This felt like the perfect kick to emulate the original. So next up, we're going to move on to the bass sounds, and this is the first preset called Again. So it's got like a gritty, distorted kind of top end sound to it. So this is what the MIDI's playing. So this is how we're getting that kind of swing to the sound. We're using this shuffle quantized template, and we're using 50%, so 50% strength. So it's not such a hard swing, but it just does enough to make the song really bouncy. So the next preset we're using is called Often. Again, it's got a really tight top end. And then we've got this really tight one as well called Wonder. So one of the biggest parts of this sound is the FM bass, and I'm using this preset called FM. And I've double layered the octave so you get like a bit of the top end and a bit of the bottom end. And so here I'm playing another octave down as well with the same preset. And then finally I've laid down a kick, which is just adding a bit more transient to the whole sound and a bit more attack. So altogether we've got this for the bass sound. So we have a bit of a wild EQ here where I've just boosted and cut all sorts of places, but this is what I felt really helped to match the tone of the original bass. So like a big boost in the sub, then a massive dip at around 110 hertz, and then a bit more of a boost on the top end as well, just to kind of add a bit more crispness to the whole sound. And then we've got some fairly heavy compression going on in the CLA as well. But it's really gluing all those sounds together. So here we've got some reverb on the bass, which is kind of spacing the whole sound out. And then we've also got some BX digital, which is kind of shifting the whole presence of the sound and the bass. So next up, I've layered in some claps. I believe these are the exact same samples as the verses. So clap number 11, and then a bit of pre-shift as well. So this is how the kick and clap sound together. And then here, just on the end of the first half of the drop, we've got the swell that comes back in, except it's playing like an octave shifted up, I believe. So. And then to accompany that on the ends of the first half of the drops, we've got a little fill here, which I believe is also from CAR MUSIC Vol.4. It's a super tight fill. This pack is so good for the fills. So next up, we've got the all-important lead kind of screamy sound, which sounds a bit like this. And that characteristic is really coming from the portamento here. So the portamento glide is really giving it that slidey kind of vibe to it. And this is what the MIDI looks like. So our second layer is called Heart, and it's a lead sound from CAR MUSIC Vol.4. And the important part is to match the portamento settings on the preset, so then everything's kind of glued together and moving in the same speed in terms of the note slides. And so here I've shaped the tone a little bit more to get closer to the original, and then we've also got some reverb on the lead, which is quite heavy because it's like a really big ambient kind of lead sound, so it needed to be quite heavy reverb. So to finish things off, we've got an open hi-hat which comes in on the second half of the drops, and it's dead simple what I've done. I've just grabbed a cymbal from CAR MUSIC Vol.4. I've not added any loops or anything, I just felt like it was a one shot in the song, so this is what we've done. So if we take a quick look at the processing on the drum bus, simple CLA compression. Really minimal amounts, but it glues everything together nicely. So that's the production summed up for the Chico Rose Sad remake. I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I'm looking forward to seeing what the whole thing sounds like. So we're going to go and do that now.
Suicide if you ever try to let go. I'm sad, I know.
So boom, there was my remake of Afrojack and Chico Rose's song Sad. I hope you guys enjoyed this one and enjoyed the 2-part format. And if you want to see any specific remakes in the future, drop those down below and we'll be checking all of those out. But smash the like button if you enjoyed this one, hit subscribe so you don't miss any more videos, and we'll catch you guys in the next ones.